many are we here right now?
Day 2,
About 3,000?
April
We have a
7.
conference here right now. You know what? There's another conference happening. The conference of evil. This is in everything we do.
Sunday, April
Remember,
7.
this
Day
is
2.
not about the physical things, but rather the spiritual
VTWR.
dimension of what we need Caucus for Christ. That's why I always say we have to be constantly connected with the Lord. I was trying to reflect more on this session. I came to that part wherein even during the time of the early Israelites, divorce was already an issue. But again, it's happening right now. There's now I would say, the thrust of Caucus for Christ to really move forward in defense of marriage. Short of saying, we don't agree with divorce. Some would say, other countries would say, you know what, you're the only one not accepting divorce. You're the only one. But brothers and sisters, us just being one should also make a statement that as far as the Philippines is concerned, so as I mentioned a while ago, even before there was divorce, why is it so happening again right now? History will always repeat itself. Why? Because we keep on repeating ourselves to misuse our free will. We always keep on forgetting God's promise of faithfulness. And what's the promise? All of us are created in God's image and likeness. And if we are created in God's image and likeness, all of us are to be a gift to each other. So please look at the person beside you and tell that person, you are a gift. You are a gift. Similarly, we could say, you are a present gift. Though we're redeemed, we can never redeem fallen. God will always redeem us. As we redeem the church and our CFC community, will help us remember, now going to the second part, the plan. The plan which is God's perfect design for His beloved family. God's faithfulness is reflected in His plan for the family, rooted in His plan for the person and marriage. As we're created in God's image and likeness, so is every marriage and family called to mirror God. We can fulfill our purpose and destiny through a total commitment to this plan. And it was first given in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. It says, be fertile and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and all the living things that crawl on the earth. This was supposed to be God's plan for us. But again, the question, why is it not happening? Again, we go back. Satan will do everything to ruin God's plan for the family. He knows the pivotal role of the family in the entirety of humanity. And he will do everything to stop this plan of God. Promulgated by St. John Paul II on the road to family in the modern world. Released in 1981, the same year the CFC was born. I believe it's not coincidental, but again, it's part of God's plan for Caucus for to highlight God's plan we must remember part of God's plan first that our marriages, our families are for a while. So, but again, I would say before we can
More Filipinos choose not to have babies due to economic uncertainties brought about by the pandemic.
Based on the Philippine Statistics Authority, the total fertility rate in the Philippines declined from 2.7 in 2017 to 1.9 in 2022.
Our fertility rate is below the replacement threshold.
Over the past decade, fertility declined rapidly in the United States, from a total fertility rate of 2.2 births per woman in 2008 to just 1.7 in 2019. There are only two countries where divorce is illegal: the Vatican City and the Philippines. Same-sex marriage is now legal in more than 30 countries and territories around the world, according to a Pew Research Center analysis.
In other news, Boston Children's Hospital is under fire after a now-deleted video from building gender-affirming hysterectomies for young girls posted to the website.
625,978 legal and loose abortions were reported to CDC from 48 reporting areas. From 2020 to 2021, the Center for Disease Control and